I'm going to share the favorite stretch that we did in this month's lesson in the Conscious Advocate Collective that had to do with the fascial network. So it will require you to need a ball. You can use a lacrosse ball, a massage ball, a tennis ball, anything that has some density to it. It can be smooth or it can have little spikes. Just know that if you use the spikes, it is going to be a little bit more tense. Let's get into it. So before we get into this exercise, let's just take a little account of our body and how we feel. So stand on your feet, no shoes ideally, because that's the exercise we're going to go into, is for our feet. So just stand flat on the ground, see how you feel in your body, and then we're going to take a good breath in our nose, and as we exhale, we're going to bend over, hinging, and starting from your head, we're going to roll down, ideally one vertebrae at a time, starting from the neck, down through the middle of the back, the lower back, and then as far down as you can go, whatever that may be. You can have a slight bend in your knees if you'd like. If your hands are touching your knees, your shins, ankles, feet, the floor, wherever they may be, that's good for you. Just realize, pay attention to where your hands are. How did it feel when you are bending down in this position? How's your back feel, your shoulders, your neck, your legs, your arms? Just how's your body feel? Pay attention so that we can do the exercise, or the stretch rather, with our feet, and then be able to pay attention afterwards. So when we come up, we want to come up the opposite way of which we came down. So as we come up, we are going to, I like to imagine pushing the floor with my feet, and then you're going to lift with, starting at the bottom of your spine, one vertebrae at a time. So from the lower back through the mid, all the way up, and then the neck and head coming up last. So just, again, pay attention to how that feels. Now let's get into the stretch with our feet. All right, so you're going to take your preferred ball and put it on the ground, and then you are going to just massage the bottom of your foot. Now we're going to be here for about 90 seconds. One of the things that we learned, well, before I get into that, you're going to massage throughout your foot. Right now we're starting at the arch of the foot, all along the foot, the arch, on the side, in the middle. You can go slow. You do not need to go quickly. We want to make sure that we get every little spot. Again, the side, the middle, and then the other side. So the midline of the foot. And then we are going to continue to roll this ball underneath your foot as I talk a little bit about the fascia. And once we've done, so we've been a minute in this location, and we want to do like 90 seconds in one area meaning this arch part of the foot. Yes, within the arch we are going from the outside to the middle to the inside. We still want to spend a good minute and a half here, in which we now are at. So now we're going to take and move that ball toward your toes, the ball of your foot, and same thing. We're going to massage the bottom of the foot in all areas, even your toes. When we do this for an extended period of time, a minute and a half, because it takes at least that long to loosen up the fascia. It could take even longer. On average, it's about 90 seconds. So we're going to spend at least 90 seconds for this video's sake, 90 seconds in each area. So we're at a minute here at our toes, the ball of our feet. You can even adjust your weight, honestly, whatever is comfortable for you. So if you have more pressure in your standing leg, you can adjust and put more pressure onto the ball. Really getting in those crevices. So we're at 90 seconds. Now we're going to go to our heel, all the way back on our heel, and we're going to do the same thing in terms of massaging every part of the heel from the inside to the heel, in the middle, and then the outside of the foot. And then this one, we're going to do a little differently. We're going to take our toes and place them on the ground, and then we're going to pump. Oof, if you have the spiky ball, oh yeah, you're feeling it. We are going to pump and just continue to pump. And even doing this, you can move the ball around a little bit, or more so your foot. We're at a minute. We'll do it for another 30 seconds. Of course, as we're going through these motions, making sure that we're breathing intentionally and properly with our mouth closed, in the nose and out the nose. And we're now at 90 seconds. So we can go ahead and stop. All right, so now that we've done the one foot, let's go ahead and take an inventory again of how our body is feeling. Even just standing here, see if you notice any difference in how that foot, that leg, that side may feel. Simply just standing, having some good breaths, our mouth closed, inhaling and exhaling slowly, ideally 4 count in and 4 count out, seeing how the body feels. Now let's go into that bend again to see if we feel any differences. So remember, as we bend, let's take a good inhale. And then as we bend, we are going to start at the top of the neck and our spine, one vertebrae at a time. That is what is going to allow us to bend. We don't just want to flop over, okay? So we're just going to fall slowly forward, one vertebrae at a time, paying attention to how you feel. Are there any differences? Are your hands, your arms falling at the same place as which they did the first time before we started? Do you feel any difference in your neck, your shoulders, your back, your legs? Continue to take some good breaths. And then as we come up, we are going to go use our vertebrae the opposite as when we were coming down. So starting at the very bottom in our sacrum area, one vertebrae at a time from the lower back, one, mid back, our upper back, and then our neck. How's that feel? All right, of course we have to do the other foot. So we are going to start again with that ball in the middle of the foot and start massaging, moving that ball, moving that foot, the arch of your foot, breathing, relax shoulders, relax neck. And we are going to do 90 seconds. I decided to share this stretch exercise, and it is a stretch because the fascia is covering the entire body. So from our toes all the way up to our skull. And specifically, we were talking a lot about the back line. And so this fascia is on the bottom of our foot, and it comes, continue to do your massages, it comes all the way up our legs, our back, neck, on top of the skull, and to the eyes is that line, is that attachment. I'll share an image of what I'm talking about. So although we are, about 15 more seconds here, although we are massaging our feet, it is affecting the entirety of our body. All right, so we can go ahead and switch to the balls of our feet and our toes. And of course, this feels good to you, or you feel like you want some more time here, the longer the better. So if you want to pause this or run it back and do it again, feel free to. As I had mentioned earlier, fascia is a bit different than the muscles. The muscles, when you stretch them, they can start to loosen rather quickly in comparison to the fascia. The fascia does take at least 90 seconds. So when we stretch, specifically for the fascia, we have to stay in a movement longer. One beautiful thing though is it does not need to be stagnant. So when you're stretching and you're doing things for the fascia, it's nice to move. Like even like we're doing here, we are moving. And whether it's adjusting your weight, of course we're moving the ball. However, fascia loves, loves, loves movement. So even when we are doing our stretches for say 90 seconds, it doesn't need to be in one position. Ideally, it's nice to shift or move or twist or circle, rotate around a bit. All right, we have a couple more seconds here, and then we're gonna take this ball to the heel. And we're gonna do a little bit of rolling on our heel, and then we'll start the pumping. So putting our toes down on the floor, and then push our heel down and then up. Push the heel down and then up. And just that nice little pumping motion should feel pretty good back there on the heel, really the entirety of the foot. Really good breaths. And again, with this fascial line, it is going to help to loosen up, and yes, in the feet. However, all the way up the calves, behind the knee, the hamstring, the glutes, the lower back, the mid back, the upper back, the neck, up to your skull, on the top of the head, and then even into the front of the eyes. We had some ladies in the collective that experienced some really good relief and some attention brought to certain areas of the body from this exercise. We have a couple more seconds left here. And again, you can go ahead and stop. All right, so now we've done both sides. Let's just pay attention again to our body. We could just stand here, flat feet, see how we feel, what we feel, any changes. I don't want to necessarily say any cues or what I feel. Just really allow you to set into your body and see how you feel. And then we can go ahead and we will roll down again. And remember, a good inhale, and be aware that we are going to start bending over using the very top of our neck and vertebrae, and down through our spine, our upper back, mid back, and lower back. Paying attention to how we feel. Can we come down any further? Do our hands hit in a different place? Do we feel any difference in our legs, shoulders, feet, neck, honestly, any body part. You can be here for a couple good breaths. And if you want to go side to side or a little motion, whatever feels good for you. The fascia loves movement. And then when we come up, we're going to start by using the vertebra at the very bottom of the spine to pull us up, and then stacking on top of that one at a time to come all the way up through the mid back, the upper back, and then our neck. All right, how did that feel for you? Again, this is something that you could do on a regular basis. It really helps with, of course, any type of tension or pain in the feet, and then just throughout the body. It's a really nice, like, wake up or pick me up if you need it sometime in the middle of the day. If you have any kind of like stiffness that you're feeling anywhere, give it a try. You can easily do it anywhere. You can have a ball at your desk and, do that as well. So hopefully this brought some relief for you. It feels good for you, gets you some interested in learning and more about the fascia and paying attention to the fascia, because it is throughout our entire body and it needs movement, it needs hydration, it needs to be loved on, because it is this network that has such a huge role in not only how we move and how we feel, but even like our receptors, our sensations, our immune system. So if you want to know a little bit more about the fascia, we did a really great lesson this month with Marsha Ward, who has been working with the fascia for over 45 years. Just check out the link below, and you can tap in and learn more. If you have any questions, of course, then once you've watched that video, we have within our whole community, you can ask questions at any time, and we would love to answer them for you.